Republican caucus voted against the $90 million Senate office building. And I'm very proud to say that the entire House Republican caucus stood strong and voted unanimously against the $2.1 billion in new taxes that the Democrats are forcing down your throat. We did get some small victories this session, as Senator Hand said. We put enough pressure on the Democrats to repeal their damaging business-to-business taxes on warehousing, telecommunications, and commercial equipment repair, and also farm equipment repair. That's very important that they repealed this stuff. Last year they called that taxing the rich. That's what they said it was. Even though we said every Minnesotan's going to pay more if you pass these taxes. Last year they called it taxing the rich. This year, in an election year, they're calling this middle-class tax cuts, believe it or not. But I tell you what, as bad as the last year and a half has been with Democrats in complete control, I believe that Democrats have been holding back. And I can't imagine what will happen if Democrats make it through the next election cycle with complete control of state government. And we absolutely can't let them. The majority is within our reach. The Senate is not up this year, so we've got the House caucus that is up for re-election this year, and the governor's up for re-election this year. The House majority is absolutely within our reach. In 2012, we lost the majority by fewer than 3,000 votes. In fact, just 2,899 votes separated us from holding the majority. And it's just 7 seats that we need to gain the majority. To put that into perspective, in 2010, Republicans won 25 seats in the House. In 2012, we lost 11 of those. So we need just 7 to get the majority back. But I tell you what, we don't have a lot of time. There's just 186 days until Election Day. And just as Senator Hand said, please take this seriously. We absolutely have to put a backstop on the Democrats and put an end to their runaway taxing and spending. And the best way to do that is put a very conservative House Republican majority in the Minnesota House of Representatives. And we can't do that without your help. So please get out there and work as hard as you can. Find a candidate you can support. Go out and door knock, make the phone calls, raise money, do whatever you can to help them. Because we absolutely must win a majority back in the Minnesota House for Republicans in 2014. So thanks for all your work and thanks for everything that you do.
Up next is actually our guest on our show on Monday morning at AM 1130. State Senator Dave Osmek.
Well, good afternoon. It's great to see so many people here taking this seriously. This is a very serious time in Minnesota's history. We're glad you're here to support the taxpayers. I want to start off with a little theme music because I think we need to be in the right frame of mind. You are in the zoo. This is where the zoo has been happening the last 18 months. So, for those of you who might be my age, maybe a little bit older, you'll recognize this song. That's right, it's the Benny Hill song. And what happened when we heard the Benny Hill song? We always heard people running around, chasing around, doing all kinds of things. That's what's happening up here. You have Democrats with Democrats and more Democrats running around trying to find ways to spend your money. That being said, I thought I'd give you a top 10 list. And we got a drummer in the audience. Can I have a drum roll? We're going to do a top 10 list today. Top 10 stupidest ideas that this legislature has come up with to spend your money. Number 10, $30,000 of more money to foster trade and cultural relationships between Minnesota and Eastern African nations. Obviously, understanding the significance of the Shona tribe's kudu horn in Zimbabwe and improving imports of cement from Tanzania are critical to Minnesotans. Number 9, $360,000 for marketing consultants to rename state programs. Perhaps we should just save money and just add the phrase "and happy thoughts" after each program's name. Number 8, $53,000 for a bust of Nellie Stone Johnson, who was a member of the Socialist Workers' Party and the Young Communist League. Well, at least the DFL's honest about who they revere and honor. Number 7, $33,953 of legacy dollars on a program for 3 Minneapolis high schools to help create and acquire skills of graffiti art and lettering and building an appreciation for the art's form and history and our cultural significance. Call this one the Minneapolis Taggers Scholarship Program. And when they display their work, we'll continue to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to remove their graffiti art every year. Sort of like digging a hole and filling it back up again, isn't it? Number 6, $10,000 for an artist to travel to China and within the United States to create photographs that will address issues of personal, national, and cultural identity. Some lucky Minnesota got a free vacation to China, I guess. Number 5, $63,161 of legacy funding money for Z Puppet's Monkey Mind Pirates, say that 5 times fast, for 16 performances that integrates puppetry, music, and yoga to give families creative tools to find calming. Now, puppet shows to create calming. Remember that the next time you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic on the freeway, you'd be more calm too, I bet. Number 4, $4 million to create electric vehicle charging stations. Number 3, $1.7 million for a program to reduce special education paperwork, which only moves the paperwork from paper to an online system. The same people doing the same work on the same reports, but with an extra $1.7 million to get the same results. Number 2, $200,000 to examine the effects of aquatic environments on shipwrecks and preserve Minnesotans' cultural and history heritage. We're going to study the effect of water on shipwrecks. And number 1. Here it is. In my opinion, the worst, dumbest idea, other than renaming the invasive or Asian carp to invasive carp. Thanks, Senator Hoffman. Number 1, $500,000 to create a program to encourage low-income Minnesotans that are on public assistance to learn the benefits of healthy eating choices at Minnesota-based farmers markets. So the next time somebody here in St. Paul says that they just don't have enough money, you simply tell them you got plenty of our money. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for showing the cause, and thanks for everything you do for us. Thank you.